Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game. This is going to be a 2v2 matchup here on Lost Temple. Let's go ahead and just, well, make sure everything is working right. Yeah, that looks right, that looks right. All right, let's go ahead and begin. It's a 2v2 matchup with Wiz and CorNox going up against Arma and SkLiP. I don't know if SK is actually the team name. But well, we'll see what these particular players will be going for as we're looking at an altar of elders coming in from the Night Elf Orc army. Meanwhile, Arma pretty much opening up with the altar of storms. No surprises there, and it's going to be going up against a double Night Elf. All right, interesting to see a double Night Elf in in a 2v2 matchup. Normally, you try and stagger your strategies and stagger your races so you get additional synergy on top of on top of what you normally have. We're not going to be getting this. Instead, we're going to be getting a lot of Night Elf heroes, maybe some Tavern heroes, but a lot of Night Elf heroes coming in from Wiz and CorNox. As things are getting underway, we do see an Ancient of War being built off over here on the ramp. Ancient of War also being built here on the ramp as well, able to use that high ground strategy against the low ground here back when, well, elevation seemed to matter a little bit more in Warcraft 3. Lost Temple, an oldie but a goodie of a map, borrowing its name from, well, StarCraft, Brood War, and Lost Temple as well. Anyways, we are getting up some archers. Archer units are getting trained up. Keeper of the Grove getting trained up off over here. We are going in for a Blade Master, and that will be fought against a Priestess of the Moon and a Keeper of the Grove. So Priestess of the Moon, Keeper of the Grove already getting trained up from the Night Elf side. We may even see one Demon Hunter in addition as we are going into Huntresses getting trained up here. Ancient of War already making its way down. Second Ancient of War being placed down here. Important to note for Wiz. Meanwhile, it looks like there is, well, CorNox is just acting as a bit of a damage boost or a bit of income boost for Wiz at this stage. Ancient of War absorbing a good amount of damage. Keeper of the Grove fighting back here. Forest Troll Shadow Priest could end up getting taken down here in just a second. Well, there it goes. Leaving a couple of Trents behind here. Ogre Warrior will get taken down. Really, the Forest Troll Berserker should have been targeted pretty quickly as the Ancient of War is already down to, well, 70 hit points and now constantly needing to be repaired. It lost aggro for a bit right there, and finally this Forest Troll Berserker will get lost. In the middle, in the Temple of Lost Temple, the Forest Troll Berserker will get taken down. They're picking up some additional, that tome there as the Keeper of the Grove does sit at level 2. Coming back on the other side, a little bit of pausing going on amongst the units. Priestess of the Moon getting in that damage. There's a Wisp off over here. We're going to try and take down this one Wisp. Is that Wisp going to be able to get away? No, it is not. It is going to force a detonation. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove, well, is now entangling off onto this side of the map. Priestess of the Moon still doing a lot of harassment here. And what's often interesting about, well, plays on this particular map is that if you are not careful and you just rally units to you, you end up just aggroing the creeps in the center as players are often not yet quite ready. All right, Blade Master being forced to retreat. He does have a Ring of Protection +3, and is he going to go after any additional creeps? Not quite yet. 160p with buffering because PS4 is updating Fortnite. Well, not much I can do there. Sorry, Wild Striker. Coming back down across here, we're taking a look at the Null Poachers getting finished off. Blade Master trying to get additional experience. We are getting up a Tree of Life by SkLiP. There is a reveal there to show what is going on as Wisps are now making their way back over to try and protect. Back up here, Keeper of the Grove with Huntresses. This is going to be mass Huntresses as we are looking at mass Huntresses coming in from CorNox as well. And there is going to be a very large army indeed. Are we perhaps going to be looking into headhunters? No signs of headhunters coming in from Arma as of yet. All right, this is very interesting as more Huntresses should be trained up off over here as well. There we are going SkLiP going to try and expand here, but this is going to be quite a problem as here we are Priestess of the Moon with True Shot Aura, Keeper of the Grove, and then quick Entangle there. Entangle now going down onto a Huntress here. Keeper of the Grove trying to shake free, going straight after the Huntress was a very smart call as it does a little bit more damage. Meanwhile, Priestess of the Moon trying to put pressure onto this Tree of Life, going to end up being on the wrong end of a Blade Master's blade. All right, coming back across here, more Trents coming across. There's some quick detonations as well. More Entangle is going to attempt to take down this Archer. Archer, however, does take reduced damage from a magic as more Huntresses are going to be added here. There goes another Entangle as well. One Archer able to hide itself. Shadow Meld just in time. There's a detonation, no longer revealing there at all. All right, more Entangles are going down. However, the Moonwells are looking pretty low. This could turn into a pretty bad fight already as we are still engaging here. 27 over 40 supply damage are going to add back up. Grunts here, no archers, no headhunters, no piercing damage as the keeper of the grunt, the keeper of the grove is just trying to hold back this, well, incessant wave as there are also a bunch of wisps. It looks like Red is going to be putting in pressure with a bunch of Ancient Protectors as well. The Trants are trying to make their way over. Keeper of the Grove doing a decent job trying to protect as well as SkLiP is holding on ever so barely. There are also Sentinels here, so Shadow Melding is not going to be nearly as effective as that bounce damage is starting to add up a little bit more. All right, are we going to see this Ancient Protector? Are we going to see a little bit of repairing? That is going to be what is necessary here. Are we going to see some Trants coming off over here? We are still waiting to see some, well, of these Ancient Protectors getting up as there are 6 Ancient Protectors being built on the screen alone. All right, going to take down one Huntress. Finally, yeah, one Huntress does get taken out. This Ancient Protector very low. Is it going to end up getting taken down? It is already down to 200 hit points, and it looks like it will be able to hold on. It needs to see some repairs, and it's not going to be able to get. Oh, there's some repairs right there, but it's not going to be enough as one Ancient Protector is down, and 2 more are up for Wiz and CorNox. All right, damage is starting to add up. This is looking to be a pretty one-way battle as CorNox and Wiz is just pushing together with a very strong army. Ancient Protector off over here. There are some ballistas being trained up. Meanwhile, in the center portion of the map, what is going on? Blade Master is leaving behind everything to clear out the Fountain of Health. Blade Master may be able to get to level 3. It may be a case of NWS not worth saving, and Wiz and CorNox's engagement here may not really be worth saving at all. All right, are we going to be looking at more engagement here? Huntress trying to retreat all the way back. We should be getting some repairs onto that building here. Meanwhile, Blade Master in the center portion of the map going to clear out the Null Overseers. Grunts are here, Huntresses are here offering to help, and here comes the Shadow Hunter who should be going for Serpent Wards. All right, coming back across here, SkLiP gonna end up losing this, his own expansion here. Doesn't even really need this, well, Ancient Protector at all. And, well, it looks pretty one-sided at this stage in the game. Was it worth it to try and back away, have the Blade Master, well, have the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter not actually defend a location? As we're looking at the army coming across here, Raiders and Grunts are already here as well. There's a quick Hex onto a Wisp. That gets taken down, and here we are. I would have thought that it was going to be Serpent Wards first. No, it is going to be Hex first, as the Raiders are now rushing on in. Scroll of Town Portal, however, easy defend by CorNox with his Huntresses and those Archers. Wiz is the one with was funneled money early on. He has full Moonwells. He's going to be able to bounce back very easily here. Massive repairs underway. Is this going to be enough here? Is there going to be enough gold at all? That is the question indeed. More repairs trying to get added in. There goes one Ancient Protector. One Ancient Protector is lost, and it looks like this is going to be able to hold on ever so barely as this Ancient Protector moves its way over. All right. It looks like this is not completely over as of yet, adding in more and more damage over here. Are we going to get enough repairs? That is the question. As well, it is an Ancient Protector battle. This Ancient Protector unable to easily get into position. He is absorbing a little bit more damage since he is no longer rooted. And here we are, 3 Ancient Protectors against 2, but there is more repairs underway. SkLiP gonna lose this Ancient Protector since it is not fortified. This might be bad news right there. Is it gonna get fortified armor? It does, and it is gonna repair back up. All right, auto repair is underway. Let's looking at CorNox. CorNox gonna lose this Ancient Protector before the Wisp. Well, no, Wisp able to get some repairs off, but there are currently 2 Wisp repairing compared to 1, as this is still going back and forth. All right, Ancient Protectors repairing back down here, center of the map. Grunts and Shadow Hunters, trying to reposition themselves, trying to figure out the proper layout and positioning. It is still a 2-on-1 attack, but the Wisp repairing is a very big deal indeed, as the Blade Master might try to turn back around. There is an Owl Scout in the air. All right, 1 Ancient Protector left now. This Ancient Protector trying to get away. It may just end up getting taken down. 1 more boulder, it gets thrown out. All right, Blade Master continuing to, perhaps try and take down some of these Huntresses. There's a couple of ensnares. Or is it going to force an engagement? No, it's just going to cause a little bit of separation, as well as we're going to get into an engagement here. Huntress trying to take down an Archer. Blade Master going after the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove not getting a forced Scroll of Town Portal as the Huntress bounce damage finds a couple of those Raiders. Well, Keeper of the Grove gets hexed and then gets shut down here. Level 3 Keeper of the Grove is now taken out as the units are now trying to run on by. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove is going to have some Ancient Protectors to offer a bit of protection, as the Tree of Life off over here is under a bit of duress as well. All right, a new expansion trying to be taken by, or trying to be built by trying to be built by CorNox, but Keeper of the Grove should be able to shut this down pretty quickly. Are we going to see a couple of Trents here join in on the battle? Yes, we are, taking down this Tree of Life before it really gets up and running. Meanwhile, down across here, fighting by the Fountain of Health, or running by the Fountain of Health, CorNox and Wiz working, using those units together as the Blade Master is being forced to retreat back. All right, this Huntress is going to end up getting taken down. I do believe so. It's still trying to bounce a little bit of damage back over there. This Huntress should not even be in this position. Scroll of Town Portal now making its way back across as the Blade Master finds Wiz's expansion here at the 3 o'clock location. Constant battling all over the place. Where are those Ancient Protectors? Those Ancient Protectors are now making their way south. We are looking at SkLiP trying to set up an expansion at the 9 o'clock location. This is just a crazy game so far, as the Shadow Hunter should be able to get to level 3 here, or level 2 here in just a second. All right, quick detonation there. We're looking at the Shadow Hunter needs to find a way. There's a quick hex onto the Priestess of the Moon. Priestess of the Moon could be in trouble. Are we going to see an ensnare? There's the follow-up ensnare right there. Pit Lord comes over. Priestess of the Moon gets to level 3 only to fall down, as the Shadow Hunter does get a healing wave and is going to be able to stay alive a little while longer, trying to split the difference and now make its way back off to the north. All right, what is going down? Shadow Hunter, gets a potion of healing transferred over just in time, and a beautiful job done right there as the Scroll of Town Portal going to go ahead and back away. All right, SkLiP, Arma able to do barely what they need to do here. Meanwhile, these Moonwells offer a little bit of healing. They were getting up a couple of watchtowers to try and get the economy going. CorNox is going to go ahead and entangle this gold mine. And after all this time, it is going to be 3 bases to 2. So building destroyed by buildings still don't give experience. Yeah, anything destroyed by a tower does not give experience. So Ancient Protectors, Ancients of War. If a building it causes the killing blow, it doesn't give experience. Coming down here, Raiders, Shadow Hunter, Blade Master sitting at level 4. We are looking at Voodoo Lounge and a bunch of watchtowers here. We perhaps should be getting fortified armor to reinforce defenses, and yep, those are going to be already up and running. It finished as I was clicking down here. Yeah. Reinforced defenses to protect from the archers, and then Huntresses. Well, Huntresses really still deal the full amount of damage there, but you really don't want to be putting pressure onto these watchtowers with Huntresses unless you can avoid it. 15 supply. We're looking at 40 supply. 46 supply, 40 supply, and 46 supply as the Raiders are now making a move back across over here. Ancient of Lore going to get taken down. Scroll of Town Portal is right there. That is a really small army by its lonesome self. A couple of ensnares, and all of a sudden this position is going to be a horrible position for CorNox, as we're looking at a level 2 Pit Lord trying to fight and break its way free. Ancient of Wars are up as we're looking at Howl of Terror being used. Priestess of the Moon is out, giving a big damage bonus out onto the remainder, but this is still a bit of a one-sided fight, as it's 34 supply going up against a 50 supply army. Blade Master now looking to back up here, perhaps going to heal out over at that Fountain of Health. We're looking at Wiz now making a bit of a play over here at the expansion location, but there are 3 watchtowers and a Voodoo Lounge right in front, gonna make it a little bit difficult to try and do any sort of pressure at all. And it is double Pit Lord coming in from Wiz and CorNox. Double Pit Lord to just ensure Howl of Terror is doing major damage. Units are going to try and back away. Here is that Owl Scout right there. Are the units going to be able to perhaps try and do some ensnares or something? Pit Lord able to close in on that distance, able to move fairly fast, as we're now looking at massive ancient trees putting pressure across here. All right, damage already getting added up. There goes a couple of entangles. Meanwhile, down across here, Blade Master going to finish off some wisps, and what Tree of Life is taking quite a bit of damage. Do we have pillage? No, actually, no. Yes, we do have Pillage. Pillage is online, so hit and run tactics actually work very well for Arma, as he's going to go ahead and surround this Tree of Life pretty quickly. Scroll of Town Portal going to back out of this spot. Shadow Hunter down to 300 hit points. It looks like he's going to be able to back away at the last possible second. All right, was down to 181 hit points. Healing Salve and Clarity Potion. Beautiful hit and run tactic, as the Orc is really just carrying much of this game here. So far, SkLiP is just playing a game of harassment, trying to put pressure here. There goes an Entangle onto a Huntress. Huntress could get taken down, trying to back away, going to be able to do exactly that, as the Archers are just putting in lots of pressure. All right, Tree of Life. Well, down to 400 hit points. Is it going to end up getting taken down here? We could be looking at some repairs. There's some detonations to try and take down the Tree of Life. Could it have been better with repairs? We don't really know, as the Tree of Life is down to 127, down to 101.93. It could end up getting taken down a little bit more. Are we going to get a Wisp out in time? And it looks like, yes, we are going to get a Wisp out just in time to save that Tree of Life. Oh, that was incredibly close, as well, as the Keeper of the Grove now looking to back away. In a game of close calls, this is just so many close calls going back and forth, as we're looking at another Scroll of Town Portal. Entangle now trying to engage here, and there's a Hex onto the Keeper of the Grove. Is going to be able to back away. That one Raider is pretty much being ignored at this stage, as the Huntresses are trying to get into at front position. Healing Wave and Hex, no Serpent Wards, even though the Serpent Wards at level 3 would be able to deal so much damage. All right, Shadow Hunter now trying to go onto the move here, does have Potion of Mana. Meanwhile, this expansion here is going to end up getting shut down once more, and now trying to put pressure onto the Ancient of War. Down across here, Arma is already setting up triple watchtowers to offer as a bit of protection, as the Shadow Hunter was about to, walk into a bit of a trap. All right, Scroll of Town Portal already transferred. There's Book of the Dead now being transferred on over. Raiders and Snares. All right, and this could be a bit of a problem, as, Wiz going to be losing that Keeper of the Grove once more. Down it goes. Shadow Hunter saved at 56 hit point. One Grunt comes over to say, "What did I miss?" Only to see, the ticket, or the one-way ticket, already be backed away. All right, watchtowers are here. We are now looking at a Great Hall getting placed down as well. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove back off to the north. More Treants making their pressure. Ancient Protectors are here. Ancient of War getting added in once more. We're looking at a Huntress trying to make its way back across here as well. This is just absolutely crazy everywhere. Pit Lord of CorNox gonna dive on in, and this expansion looks like it will be up and running by CorNox here with little to no problems. Meanwhile, Arma gonna have a 5-tower expansion down to the south, as this is just, hit and run games all day. All right, Wisp going to get taken down. Moonwell, that was a pretty full Moonwell taken down right there, as the units are going to be looking to back up and, don't want to actually have them chase all that much. Going to focus down perhaps a couple of those Huntresses. Are we going to see a Howl of Terror? Yes, we are. Blademaster now going to be forced to back up here, and now a couple more ensnares being thrown down as well. All right, the siege damage on the Huntresses is very big indeed. Shadow Hunter has a Potion of Mana, should be able to continue to fight. There's a Scroll of Healing, more damage getting here. Wiz perhaps wasn't expecting his opponent to actually try and fight back in a location like this, as Huntress after Huntress is starting to fall, and it looks like as though Arma is going to be able to do a great job here, focusing down the Pit Lord as well. Wiz in a bit of trouble. CorNox nowhere to be found, as CorNox is going to try and put pressure onto the expansion. Up on the other side here, Blademaster using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, going to get to level 5 as the level 3 Pit Lord falls, and now just damage just racking up on both sides. All right, Treants are back across over here. Scroll of Town Portal. CorNox going to try and save his own base perhaps, as the units are now going to try and back away. There goes a little bit of damage, forcing the Blademaster to try and retreat. All right, going to retreat. Are they just going to retreat off to over here? Yes, plenty of towers, and saying, hey, how do you like them apples? As what you think is an easy chase for you is now just certainly 2 additional dead Huntresses. All right, level 4 now onto the Shadow Hunter, level 5 on that Blademaster. Off to the north, Keeper of the Grove is just causing problems all over the place here. Moonwells are trying to be rebuilt, and it looks like SkLiP and Arma are doing a great job holding this location here. Pit Lord, well, absorbing a lot more damage. Mass Archers and Priestess of the Moon. Are we going to perhaps get a little bit of saving here? We could be getting a Hex, and there's some damage onto that Priestess of the Moon there. Priestess of the Moon going to get Hexed as well. Scroll of Town Portal could be forced to be used. Are we going to have a follow-up Hex? No, we are not. Pit Lord makes its way back over. Mass Archers going to try and put pressure onto the watchtowers here. Meanwhile, off to the north, it looks as though SkLiP has finally cleared up all of the pressure that has been being put on that expansion here. Now, CorNox needs to hold on to this expansion. The gold SkLiP able to hold here. We are upgrading the Tree of Eternity by SkLiP as well. Are we going to be... What production buildings? That's a lot of Moonwells. What production buildings? Or is it just perhaps just for that bonus experience? There, we do see one glaive thrower doing quite a bit of damage here as well. Keeper of the Grove now making its way back over here. Going to try and take down a couple of Ancient Protectors as it's getting constructed. But that should get taken down. A little bit more experience again as more Trants are taking on the Ancient of War. Down here, repairs are underway on to these units. A couple of Raiders throwing down a couple of ensnares here, but that's not working well. The Mass Archer Army, 21 to 25 damage. This expansion may not be able to hold its own as I originally expected. However, the armies are just constantly split, and Arma with Pillage is getting a lot of additional gold as CorNox will be losing this expansion off to the north as the Raiders have rotated off to the north. All right, in comes the units here. Blade Master's Windwalk doesn't really work well against Owl Scouts at all, as we're looking at more damage still being brought on through Huntresses are trying to say, let me into the fight, not realizing that, they are not frontline units in this particular battle. Blade Master going to dive on in here, looking to get in more damage, perhaps trying to finish off some more units. Shadow Hunters, I really believe Serpent Wards would have been a very strong call here, but then again, this Mass Archer strategy with Keeper of the Grove and Priestess of the Moon is adding up a large amount of damage, as that Priestess of the Moon is now at level 4 with level 2 True Shot Aura. I've probably had level 2 True Shot Aura for quite a bit of time. Expansion going to get cleaned up here. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove and Raiders going to rotate off to perhaps try and put pressure onto another bit of units here. And Wiz, is it going to try and Shadow Meld? No, it is not. Just going to end up getting taken down, and then perhaps some damage onto these Ancients of War. All right, Pillage is still funneling additional gold into the coffers of Arma. Entangle going down right there. It looks as though that Ancient of War is not going to get taken down, as more units are going to be reinforcing. We do see a Tree of Life by SkLiP off to the north. We should be seeing an Entangle on that gold mine. Gold mines, the main gold mines have already run out. So it is currently 2 gold mines to 1 right now. All right. There's 2 gold mines to 1 right now, and all of a sudden Wiz and CorNox is in trouble. They are only mining from 1 location, and they need to figure out a way to get a bit more gold. All right, Pit Lord has fallen off over well, so much action all over the place. Raiders now going after Wiz's Tree of Life again. Is going to be able to take it down. Going to perhaps turn back around, go after a couple of those easy Huntresses as well. There goes another Scroll of Speed trying to be used, but, well, it was used in Tango, however, stopping that particular strategy in its tracks. Off to the north here, Keeper of the Grove has just been, well, trying to snipe down a Wisp any way he can. No Orb of Venom, but able to just constantly attack there pretty consistently. More of an annoyance and needing to take or trying to focus the attention away from his opponent. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove going to get ensnared into a tight corner here. This could be a bit of a tight spot. Keeper of the Grove trying to break his way free. There's a large number of Huntresses, even if he does break free. Meanwhile, Blade Master does have a Scroll of Healing. Healing Wave going to be able to bounce around and heal up a little bit more, and it looks... Keeper of the Grove is taken down. Blade Master down to 110 hit points. Shadow Hunter does have enough for a healing wave. Is he going to try to throw one down more? There's a healing salve. There goes an ensnare. Another healing salve not able to be used as the Blade Master backs away at 105 hit points. All right. Back off to the north here. Well, there are a bunch of Moonwells. Keeper of the Grove Staff of Teleportation going to come back across here. We're looking at a bit of damage. Tree of Eternity doesn't have Nature's Blessings. Goblin Shredder back across over here. We're going to look at the Keeper of the Grove trying to fight its way through. More archers are coming in from the back. Trents are not able to make it to that location. And Nature's Blessing not being researched. No fortified armor or additional armor is going to be a bit of a problem. Meanwhile, ensnares are now going down onto the Glaive Throwers, as the Glaive Throwers finish off that Tree of Eternity. Tree of Eternity was taken down. SkLiP, however, able to establish this expansion or reestablish up his main base. Bottom left-hand side, CorNox was able to move his Tree of Eternity over. We are looking at 2 bases mining compared to 1 now. As well, it has been flipped once more. SkLiP and Arma are currently behind once again. Blade Master sitting at level 5. Shadowhunter sitting at level 4. Arma's asking for gold. And, well, a new Tree of Life to be rebuilt to get the remaining 5,000 gold out of that gold mine. Pit Lord has a health stone. We're making our way back across here. We're going to go straight after that Ancient Protector, getting in a little bit more gold again. The Scroll of Town Portal, Healing Wave, backing away. Are we going to go ahead and retreat? There they are. No entangle as the Blade Master. Well, what are they going to do? There's a quick taunt right there, absorbing quite a bit of damage. Priestess of the Moon way out as it used Potion of Lesser, or it used the Scroll of Town Portal already. There's the Ensnare. Mountain Giant could be trying to taunt as well. Priestess of the Moon represents a major damage bonus across the entire army, and it gets taken out with no problem. Howl of Terror finally being used by CorNox or Wiz, but too little, too late, as the Mass Archer army is trying to, well, focus down Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants, well, saying with that medium armor and 1,600 hit points, they're not going to get taken down easily at all. Mountain Giant also has the added benefit of being able to use the Fountain of Health on the Lost Temple to heal up a large amount, since it is a percentage-based heal. All right, going after the Altar of Elders, no, cannot risk it at this stage. Going to try and just retreat back here. What is this Mountain Giant doing? It's just standing around. Should either be at the Fountain of Health, or should it be at the Fountain of Health or with the rest of that army? What is this Mountain Giant doing? The Mountain Giant's going to go ahead and grab a tree and take down an Ancient of War instead, as we see them, well, trying to head off to this Tree of Life. All right, Tree of Life could end up getting another hit and run tactic. Keeper of the Grove is right there. There is a quick entangle. More Tree Ants are trying to engage. Blade Master, Shadowhunter does have a Scroll of Town Portal. There goes an entangle onto that Raider. Raider could easily get taken down. And, well, no scroll. Well, should be trying to use the Scroll of Town Portal, trying to save those last couple of Raiders. How many Raiders will end up getting lost here? Well, one additional Raider lost on top of, I believe, one off over here. The Trants are now trying to back away once more. Tree of Life being built right next to a Tree of Life entangling a gold mine. Mountain Giant down to 296 hit points, perhaps going to finally make its way back to that Fountain of Health and try and heal up. That's exactly what it needs to do, and, well, that's exactly where it's not going. Not using the Fountain of Health, perhaps wanting to use those Moon Wells instead. SkLiP about to get a little bit more gold here. I'm going to be up on two gold mines once more. There is no mining for Arma anywhere on the map. Meanwhile, 2 gold mines are up and running for Wiz right now, or Wiz and CorNox. Tree of Eternity was moved on over, as we're looking at CorNox now attempting to take down this Tree of Life pretty easily. Glaive Throwers should be able to shut that down with no problem whatsoever. All right. Wisp gonna go ahead and dodge a little bit of ballista damage once more. Keeper of the Grove gonna make its way on over. Treants are now, well, trying to walk on up. And what is going on here? Blade Master, Raiders going to try and engage. Raiders don't have very much going on. Mountain Giant, well, healing salve on a Mountain Giant. Why not use the Fountain of Health there, as we see a quick ensnare going down onto that Pit Lord. Pit Lord, Howl of Terror, Staff of Preservation, going to go ahead and save that Pit Lord there. Blade Master still continuing to add up more damage. The Priestess of the Moon is currently ensnared, but now no longer revealed, as the unit's going to back away once again. Blade Master going to try and take on a couple of archers. There goes a Howl of Terror as well. Damage adding back up. CorNox just doing a great job using Shadow Meld to great effect, as the Pit Lord perhaps going to get ensnared. No, going to try and back away. There goes the ensnare, as the Mountain Giant now finally starting to fight and engage again. All right, more ensnares. Pit Lord could be in trouble. I believe Staff of Preservation, it was, nope, not on cooldown. As we are looking at the Keeper of the Grove, Priestess of the Moon, now taking a lot of damage. All right, constant purging back and forth. Priestess of the Moon gets taken down. Blade Master now sitting at level 6. We could have Blade Storm, as the level 4 Priestess of the Moon is out for the count. All right, in comes the remaining units to try and reinforce. However, that means that SkLiP has free access off to the north to try and put down pressure onto Wiz's expansion here. All right, more ensnares coming across. Wiz able to find more easy targets. Is going to perhaps try and take it down. Blade Master only at +7 damage, as more archers well, more archers show up to the party. 228 critical strike. That Blade Master is 32 to 54 damage. Level 6, or well, level 6 is really scary on this Blade Master just because it continues to add up his base damage more and more. Arma asking for gold and needs every bit of gold to try and win this here. There goes there goes another Ancient Protector, as the Mountain Giant should be able to easily break this down. Tree of Life losing a good amount of damage, 35 to 56 siege damage here. Back across here, we're looking at, well, Goblin Zeppelins trying to stay alive here, but there is a Hippogriff going to be able to poke that apart with really no problem whatsoever, as we are looking at a Mountain Giant now making its way back over, and the Keeper of the Grove offering a bit of, well, cover. Mountain Giant and, well, Glaive Throwers units are going to try and back away here. Glaive Thrower, however, moving a bit slow. And, well, we're looking at this one Mountain Giant, or two Mountain Giants here, trying to take down this Tree of Life. Massive repairs onto this Wisp, or from these Wisps onto Wiz's Tree of Life here, as we're, well, still looking at crazy damage all over the place. Shadowhunter sitting at level 5, going to go ahead and burst down, take down the Priestess of the Moon once more. Priestess of the Moon falls at level 4 again, and Shadowhunter with Hex, a very long Hex coupled with the Blade Master's critical strikes, has really been, well, breaking down his opponent pretty easily. Off to the north here, SkLiP is still mining. Lip says, we need to defend here. We're going to go ahead and heal back up. Potion of Healing, Shadowhunter, well, getting up a little bit more mana as we're going to defend this location, perhaps. Defend this Tree of Ages, going into Tree of Eternity as the archers are coming in. Does the Blade Master have enough for Blade Storm? Does he even have Blade Storm? I don't really know. Haven't seen it at all, as we're going to be going into an engagement. All right, Mountain Giant is here. More units are making their way over. Trents are making their way over. Ensnares are getting thrown down. And, well, anytime that you're fighting here, who's going to be coming out ahead? Blade Master going to really try to push on through. Is going to try and, well, win walk away. Yes, it does. Keeper of the Grove, Staff of Teleportation, going to be joining in on the fight. Keeper of the Grove has plenty of mana, and perhaps we need to see some tranquility as the Blade Master now going after all of these units here. Blade Master now trying to back away. Are we going to perhaps see some Hex going down onto some more units? Mountain Giants, a little bit of separation. All of these units back over here, not really fighting anything at all. And, well, it feels like Arma and SkLiP is just fighting together more consistently, as the Keeper of the Grove is just trying to finish off unit after unit. It looks as though that Archer are going to get entangled down to nothing here in just a second, as the units are still trying to back away. Blade Master, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, will be able to stay alive. Mountain Giant going to try and back away as well. There is more entangled Mountain Giants able to deal damage against those Huntresses as they are retreating back. Keeper of the Grove are going to perhaps head over here to the Fountain of Health. You can see how much health the Mountain Giant is able to heal up fighting next to this place here as the Blade Master. There's a Howl of Terror. Blade Master down to 115 hit points. Gonna go ahead and back up here. Still able to heal up quite easily and nicely as there goes an Entangle onto that Pit Lord. Pit Lord could end up getting bursted down. 108 damage critical strike. Not very high, considering that there was also that Howl of Terror reducing the amount of damage. Blade Master, however, still currently healing over here at the Fountain of Health. More Raiders joining in on the battle, and all of a sudden it looks a little bit more even. Dryads are going to get taken down. Mountain Giants are absorbing a large amount of damage, fighting at a Fountain of Health with Mountain Giants. That is absolutely crazy, as the Mountain Giants are just not going to fall. This is a percentage-based heal, and that Mountain Giants feels like it's been at 300% for so long. Mountain Giant just outside the range of that Tranquility, though, as the Priestess of the Moon of CorNox now looking to back away. All right, there is the retreat. There goes an Entangle onto the Keeper of the Grove, followed by another one, and followed by the death of the Keeper of the Grove. And this is just absolutely snowballing in favor of blue. Beautiful, beautiful hold by Arma and SkLiP, who has been able to divide and conquer the Red Army for so long, taking down unit after unit after unit. All right, Ancient Protectors here is going to finish off the remainder, but the economy is really where the issue is now. SkLiP holding on to only 2.5 more minutes of mining. Meanwhile, Wiz and CorNox is holding on to 3 bases. Wiz, however, not mining at this base off to the south, as the Keeper of the Grove heading back across here. All right, SkLiP apparently not quite sure where to go next or what to do next. Altar of Elders could end up getting surrounded here, trying to get a shut down before it is able to finish off those that Pit Lord, and now finishing off these Moonwells. This is actually a bit a very big deal. It is getting gold for Arma while removing healing from CorNox too. All right, a couple more purges. There's a rejuvenation. More damage could be coming across. In comes the Priestess of the Moon, only to fall here. Should we be getting a rejuvenation? We should. How long is it going to actually last, though? No purge as of yet. Priestess of the Moon trying to back away down to 340 hit points. Constantly getting ensnared. There's another critical strike. It's going to get taken down. And level 7 now on that Blade Master, 34 to 56 base damage. All right, but plus damage doesn't look that high, but the actual attack damage on that Blade Master is something to behold, as all of these bears are going to get taken out pretty easily. There's some more rejuvenations with the Blade Master and Shadow Hunter looking to be stronger and stronger. Off to the north, Mountain Giant going to take down this Ancient Protector, no problem. A little bit of mining no mining happening there, but all of CorNox's units are pretty much lost here. There goes another Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Claw, is it going to get a, well, there goes a Roar. Or where's the Shadow Hunter? Shadow Hunter off to the north here. No Scroll of Town Portal on the Blade Master here, and we're going to be going into an engagement. There's a 216 critical strike trying to finish things off. Blade Master, what is it hoping to do? Finishing off this last unit. No, going to go ahead and wind walk away instead. All right, Shadow Hunter looking to back up. Scroll of Speed, a tactical retreat. Blade Master, however, going to be able to catch a glaive thrower in transit once more, as the units are now running back again. Back off to over here to the top right. Wiz trying to hold on to this gold mine, trying to hold on to this economic advantage. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to hold, as SkLiP's transition into mass Mountain Giants is working extremely well. 47 over 50 supply. Hunter's Hall being rebuilt. Once again, we see Blade Master using that Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Priestess of the Moon resurrected at the tavern, but it may be too little too late. Blade Master, Healing Salve, Clarity Potion on that Shadow Hunter, perhaps bind some more items as well. Healing Salve should be used on all these units again. You can scroll through your player view using F11. All right. No, yeah. All right. Yeah, I can, but then it changes the. Yeah. But then it changes the fog of war. So if there wasn't so much action, I could probably do it, but I can't really do it in this game here. All right. Blade Master going after a Tree of Eternity. This Wisp coming over to mine. Ancient of War is going to go ahead and, well, uproot themselves and continue to fight here. Tree of Eternity gets taken down. That is still more gold for the Raiders, as we are now looking at ensnares onto that Pit Lord. Shadow Hunter still has plenty going for it. Blade Master, true 12 critical strike, continuing the pressure. Priestess of the Moon trying to Shadow Meld, gets ensnared, and the Priestess of the Moon is going to get taken down as well. All right, all of these units slowly but surely are getting taken out. Meanwhile, Mountain Giant's going to finish off this Trio of Light there, and there is the GG by Wiz and CorNox. SkLiP and Arma able to hold on for the win after an amazing comeback. Oh yeah, after an amazing hold, and then a strong comeback from Arma and SkLiP. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.